Hi everyone and welcome to my kitchen. It's over a month in lockdown now and I've got to say I'm really missing your faces. I'm missing you guys running into the kitchen and needing ice packs for whatever injury seems to have happened for that day, and I'm really missing cooking for you. So because I can't do that, I thought I'd share a little recipe with you. This is something you can do with your family. I'd also love to hear any feedback on this one. Please excuse any videoing that goes wrong here. This is a new one for new territory for both myself and my cameraman at this stage. So we're going to be making American style apple flapjacks. So there's a few things you're going to need to start. On this one over here, you're going to need a frying pan. You're also going to need your spatula and you're going to need a ladle. I would also keep a little bit of oil. I've got a little utensil here just on the side so we can keep the pan greased. Over here, we've got all the ingredients we need to make our flapjacks. We're going to start off with the dry ingredients. This is your flour, which is 3 cups. We've got salt, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 4 tablespoons of caster sugar. Wet ingredients is 2.5 cups of milk. We've also got 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence, 4 tablespoons of melted butter, and 2 eggs. For the apple, we've used 2 apples that I have peeled and grated, which I'm going to keep on the side for now. You'll need a large bowl to mix everything with. You're also going to need a whisk and a spatula over here. Finally, for garnishing, you're going to need on this side, you're going to need your plates. You will need more than this, because this is going to make quite a bit. It should be enough for you and your family. We've got a little bit of syrup, some melted white chocolate, and then we've also got some whipped cream. Now, I know you boys like ice cream, so if you want to use some vanilla ice cream, you can do so as well. Now we're going to start off. Firstly, we're going to have our big bowl, and we're going to put all of our dry ingredients into the bowl. I like to measure everything out because it makes sure that I haven't forgotten anything. So you're just going to take your whisk and you're going to gently mix that around. This means that you don't have to use your sieve because this will put enough air into it to make them nice and fluffy, and it also mixes up everything very well. Next, we've got our wet ingredients, which is our eggs. You're going to put your milk in as well, your vanilla essence, and lastly your melted butter. You're going to use your whisk again. Don't worry about cleaning it at this stage because everything's going to go in together. So we're just going to mix that up until the eggs have broken up at some point. So you can see there. And you're just going to take your bowl and gently add the wet ingredients into your dry ingredients. You don't have to stir the bowl too manically, just enough to get everything mixing together. So you can see there it's starting to come together. I'm just going to make sure that there aren't any lumps. So once we've done that, we're now going to mix in our apple. Take your nicely mixed, take your spatula, and you're just going to take your apple, add it in, and you're just going to gently mix it around until all the apple is incorporated through. There. Okay, once we've done that, we're now going to move our bowl into the middle of our pan. We're going to switch the heat on. If you have gas, or if you have induction, or if you're using a normal electric, just go to about a medium heat. And we're just going to let that get nice and warm. Please don't burn yourself, don't touch the pan, don't get everything here on that side. We're going to put a little bit of oil in. You'll see it starts to get warm once the oil actually starts running across the plate. Grab your ladle. You can see your mixture is lovely and thick now. It's got all the apple inside and that cinnamon color. So that's really great. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're just going to take one ladleful. Because we're doing American style, obviously we don't make these small. We're going to do quite big ones. If you want to do little ones, you are welcome to as well. So we're going to let that spread out. You're going to see how it cooks. It starts bubbling around the sides here, so we're going to have to wait a little bit until that happens. Meanwhile, you can just do a little bit of a clean up. Okay, so as you can see here, we've started to have the bubbles around the sides and it's started to get a little bit dry. You can also see it's lifting off the pan. We're going to take it very gently and we're going to flip it over. As you can see, it's nice and brown on the other side here, so we're going to keep that going until it's cooked, which should take about 30 seconds just to get that nicely brown on that side. So that will be ready there. I'm going to switch off my pan so I can show you the next part, but of course you can carry on cooking until you get to the rest of it, until you finish them. Alright, so here's your flapjack. Now we're going to get our ingredients. So you're going to start off with a little bit of syrup that we're just going to drizzle over the top. You've got a little bit of white chocolate, which you can also drizzle. You can also let everyone do this themselves at the table. And then the last thing, we're going to put our cream or our ice cream, just a nice little dollop right on the middle there. If you want to garnish with a bit of mint, you're welcome to as well. But here we go. Bon appetit!